Welcome back to my stream, guys. This is Iron Mike 1775 Sergeant, aka One Thumb. Welcome back to my stream, guys. This is Iron Mike 1775 Sergeant, aka One Thumb. Alright, I'm just one portion of the Extreme Dream Team, okay? Just one guy out of many. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be doing an open invitation to anyone out there that's watching my stream right now that has PlayStation and has the game Breakpoint. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to a custom game mode that I've been developing. Okay, and with the help of Operator Panther, Tonk the Conqueror, Mad Mouth Pain, um, DBPMC, Chief, Destroyer Chief, and DJ Stool Sample all helped me to hone this custom game mode. This custom game modes period of Force Recon. Now, there's 13 phases to Force Recon. Okay, phase one. Let's put it this way: odd numbers is going to be silenced. Even numbers is going to be loud. So let me elaborate. Phase one, silence. Phase two, loud. Phase three, silenced. Phase four, loud. Savvy? Okay. Same thing goes all the way up till you hit phase 10. After that, it switches. No. Yeah, it switches. So phase 11 is going to be survival, introducing you to survival, which is created by Jeremy and helped. I myself have helped him and many of others to include the people I've mentioned that help him to hone that freaking custom game mode into what it is, along with Smar's Combat Tour, which will be phase 13. Now, to introduce you to it, Appendix A and Appendix B of all of Force Recon is going to be the custom game mode that up to where you can be cohesively working together, depending on each other, relying on each other more so than just going in willy nilly into the game and playing the campaign. Okay? If you want a challenge, it's going to challenge you and it's going to teach you something more about yourself and also about your teammates, okay, of working together, right? Then this right here is going to be for you. If you're going to come in here thinking that it's milsim, this is not going to be for you because this is going to be totally realistic, okay? Realistic. This custom game mode that I've came up with is all based off of realistic, okay? So, with that in mind, of being realistic, therefore, the items and to include the weapons that that you could bring into the battlefield is going to be limited according to the role within the Force Recon that I came up with. It's going to allow you certain items you can use, certain weapons you can use. Okay? And there's 7 of them, right? Assault, shotgunner, grenader, heavy, sharpshooter, spotter, and explosive expert. Spotter is an added role. Okay? It's an added responsibility. His job is going to be solely spotting for the sharpshooter. He is going to give the command of send it in order for the sharpshooter to go ahead and take down that said target that was marked. All marks that I'm calling it is referring to the sync shot marks. Okay? Only the spotter can freaking mark targets. Savvy? No one else. You have 2 spotters, primary, secondary. That's just in case the primary spotter goes down, then the secondary will take over until the primary is brought back into the fight. Okay? Now, assaults bring in assault weapons such as the AR and the SMG. That is it. And their pistol. Okay? Shotgunner can bring in an AR or an SMG, but the primary is going to be a shotgun. So basically, when you're dressing up your character, when you have the shotgun as your primary, you're going to be looking the part. Same way if you're an assault. Same way if you're a grenader. Same way if you're a heavy. Same way if you're a shotgunner. You're going to look the part. Okay? Shotgunner is the only one that can bring in shotguns minus the underbarrel shotgun with a star. There's a reason. Because within the squad of 4, you're allowed to bring in 2 underbarrel shotguns as an underbarrel attachment on an AR. If and when the shotgunner decides to bring in an AR and puts on a underbarrel shotgun, now that reduces what the squad can bring in. Now it's down to 1 spare that's out there to be claimed. Okay? Same way goes with the grenader. The grenader is the only one that can bring in the MGL. No one else. The only one that can bring in the MGL. No one else. He can bring in the 203. And he is the only one that can bring in a 203. Unless the squad needs another 203, then you're allowed to bring in 2 within reason. Okay? But if the grenader decides to bring in an MGL and an assault rifle with a 203, now that reduces the spare to be grabbed to 1. Following me? Heavy. He is the only one that can bring in an LMG. No one else. His backup is going to be the assault rifle. Not assault rifle, but SMG. Okay? Explosive expert. His primary weapon is going to be an AR, and his secondary is going to be an SMG. Okay? Sharpshooter. Here it becomes a little tricky because he is the only one that can bring in a sniper rifle or a DMR, but not both at the same time. Okay? His backup is going to be an SMG. Like I said, spotter is an added role. If you notice, out of all that list, there's nothing being mentioned about medic. Medic classification is totally hands off. Period. No one should be coming in as a medic. I don't give a fuck. No one is allowed to come in as a medic. Period. Because when you go to a kill stream, it is going to prolong the inevitable of you to come back into the fight as a team. It'll make it longer of a wait. That's why. Now, this is being done on extreme difficulty and extreme difficulty only. And there's no gear score. Gear score must be off. Your health regeneration must be on partial or on none. Okay? Everything else is optional to you. If you want to come in with HUD, you can. But I prefer it with no HUD or limited HUD. So in other words, limited HUD is like objectives, pings, pinging your location, sync shots, things of that nature. That could be used. But enemy detection cloud and enemy markers, friendly markers, no. Maybe at first we'll have the friendly markers on, but I prefer it to be off. Okay? Now, to make it on classic or the campaign story, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay? Therefore, now you'll be able to make the final minute changes. And because you're not going to be on immersive, right? Following me? When you drop a weapon, it's not going to destruct it. Okay? Being on story mode will prevent that. If you go on immersive mode, it will. If you're on gear score and you drop your weapon and you're on gear score and you don't have the blueprint of that weapon that you picked up, when you drop it, it's going to destroy. But you got to have the blueprint. Same way on anything else in this game. You must have a blueprint. Therefore, it will not destroy. Okay? It'll go back into your freaking inventory with all your attachments on it and all that kind of cool freaking gadgets and shit. Okay? So no stress there. Now, things that are not allowed to be used. Okay? This is big. Very big. Not real big, but very big. No laser designator, no rockets, no 6-shot drones, no use of optical camo at all, period, whatsoever. Okay? No use of specialty classifications. That's to include if you're the sharpshooter, you're not going to be loading in the freaking API rounds. I'm sorry there, guy. That is a part of your freaking specialty classification. That is hands off. Sensor launcher, same way. It is hands off. Stun gun, it is freaking hands off. As real drone for freaking Pathfinder, it is off. The defensive drone for freaking combat engineer or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or panther or whatever the fuck, the spray fucking bullshit. Now you see me, now you don't, fucking magically delicious motherfucker, fucking goddamn spraying shit. That is hands off, okay? Everything as far as like specialty classifications for each one of those, to include if you did come in with a medic, you're not going to be able to pull out your damn drone and fucking heal somebody. I'm sorry there, guy. You're in the wrong freaking game to do that. Okay? To do that. Meaning, I am the host. These are my rules. I require you to respect that. Okay? And if you can't, you're going to find yourself finding a exit stage left or right, whichever one you want to choose. Okay? Either one does not make a damn difference. But you have a choice to go forward. If you think that you're going to be able to abide by these rules, then be my guest, send me a message, and get your ass into my game. Okay? But if you try to challenge me on all of these rules that I'm freaking saying, then you're going to find yourself finding an exit. Just telling you. Okay? It's not bullying. It's not harassment. It is a simple request. You join my game, I simply require you to respect that. Okay? You joined my game. I did not join you. Okay? So, furthermore, because of the certain roles, huh? So, because the roles that you're going to be choosing, assaults, there's 2 per squad. Shotgunner, 1 per squad. Grenader, 1 per squad. LMG, 1 per squad. Not LMG, but heavy. Sharpshooter, 1 per squad. Spotter, added role, 2 per squad. Explosive expert, 1 per squad. Now, breakdown of what items they can bring in. Assault can bring in flashbangs, division lore. Okay? Now, you might argue the fact that they need a grenade. All right, I'm going to get to that here in a few minutes. Shotgunner, EMP, and flashbangs. Grenader, he is the only one who can bring in these 3 items at once, or earning them, depending upon what we're doing. Because we're doing Small Arms Combat Tour, he has to earn the upgrades. And I want to get to that, how you're going to do that. Same way as the explosive expert. The Grenader can only bring in the MK1 from the start. In order for him to move from freaking MK1 to MK2, he must have a resupply, refit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, at a bivouac. One time. He has to clear 3 major bases in order to earn that. Once the whole squad clears 3 bases together, not separate, together, then he can freaking upgrade his MK1 to an MK2. Okay. Once he's at an MK2, he then must again be a part of the team clearing 3 major bases again to earn another refit reorganization to where he can upgrade it from an MK2 to MK3. If there is an MK3 grenade. But there is. So he is the only one who can bring in MK1, MK2, MK3 grenades onto a battlefield. No one else. But once he hits MK2, he can then divvy up that MK1 to the squad. Mainly to, for once, to be able to freaking toss out a grenade or whatnot. Same way with the MK2, same way with the EMPs. Okay, the shotgunner must be on the battlefield, clearing the same freaking bases as the grenader and shit and the squad together, 3 major bases. Then he can do the same thing that the grenader did, and then upgrade his stuff from an MK1 to an MK2. Once he hits MK2, then he can designate another person in the squad to be able to carry in MK1 EMPs. Same way is going to go with the explosive expert. He then can turn around and freaking upgrade his shit from MK1 to MK2 because he was a part of the freaking team and we all had freaking cleared 3 major bases. And then he'll be able to do a refit reorganization with everybody else and then upgrade his shit to freaking MK1 to MK2. Meaning, you're not going to physically upgrade it. That just means that you're going to put it onto your wheel. Okay? Once he's able to do that, then he can select somebody in the squad to be able to bring in mines. Okay? It is mandatory and highly recommended for every teammate to have a headset to be able to have comms with your teammates. Okay? There ain't no fucking I in team. I don't give a fuck who you are. But anyways, so Small Arms Combat Tour, you're starting off with a pistol. No different than survival. If you was playing survival, you will be starting off with a pistol. But there's a slight deviation to this. Because of the certain roles that you can select, there's certain things you can do that you can't do in survival. And this is how it's going to work. Refit reorganization at a bivouac, okay? It's used for multiple purposes only, all right? That is to apply something to your item wheel. That is to apply an attachment to your weapon that is allowed to be changed. Meaning, if you went across the battlefield and you picked up a sniper rifle and has a piece of shit freaking scope in it, and there's a particular one that you like, you must be able to freaking, as a team, clear 3 bases, major bases that is, and then freaking, therefore, be able to do a refit reorganization, and then at that time, freaking, the sniper would be able to swap out that scope for a preferred scope that he likes for that weapon. Okay, for that particular weapon, that he picked up off the battlefield only. He cannot change anything else on that weapon. That goes with everybody else too. If you're the grenader, it's the same thing. Vice versa, instead of a freaking scope, it's going to be the underbarrel attachment. Whether it's the 203 or the 203 variant for the AK-47. Okay? Same way as a shotgunner. He'll be able to apply a underbarrel shotgun to an AR. Okay? And if you want to divvy up the underbarrel shotguns to the assault team or give one to the explosive expert, then because they're carrying ARs, then they can bring in the underbarrel shotguns. That's the reason why there's two that can be divvied out. But there's no use of drones at all, period. Spotters will be using binos. It still gives you distance, it still gives you direction, and it still gives you time of the day in the game. And you can still ping with it, and you can still freaking mark sink shot targets for the sniper only. Alright. Because you're going to be starting off with a pistol, because of your roles, those said weapons that I mentioned are the weapons that you're going to be looking for off of dead bodies. Meaning, if you're the heavy, you're looking for an SMG or an LMG. If you're a grenader, you're looking for the MGL or an assault rifle or an SMG. And if you're a shotgunner, you're looking for a shotgun and an SMG or an assault rifle. And if you're an assault, you're looking for assault rifles and SMGs. And if you're a sniper, you're looking for sniper rifles, DMRs, and freaking SMG. Also, this takes into account as well is that before you even start the session, everybody who's in your team have those said items on their item wheel, okay? Meaning, if you're supposed to be bringing in the freaking grenades, you're going to expend those grenades before you start the session. If you're having flashbangs, you're going to expend all those flashbangs at once. Same way if you're an explosive expert, you're going to set off all your explosives before you begin the session. And there's a reason. It's because you're going to reacquire those off the battlefield, out of the bases, from the towers, from anywhere. Okay? Now, you cannot craft. Crafting is off the table. You must reacquire those said items from the battlefield. Okay? If you pick up a weapon that is supposed to be for your role, specific role in the team, you cannot change anything on that weapon. You cannot even change the color of it. You cannot freaking add or remove anything unless, like I said, you cleared 3 major bases as a team. Then you're granted a refit reorganization. Now, on top of that refit reorganization, okay, you look at the map. Take Silent Mountain. Boom. That's the most middle point of the map of the Silent Mountain area. Okay? That is going to be the bivouac you're going to be using. Using this as an example. All other bivouacs is hands off. Garage at the bivouac is is going to be turned off before you even start. Okay, it needs to be off. So it needs to be, the garage will be at uh, air one. Speaking of which, if air one, it's totally hands off to include the vehicles that's outside the freaking air one. All vehicles are to be acquired from the battlefield as you come across it. No matter if it's a helicopter, no matter if it's a plane, no matter if it's the Jolly Green Giant, no matter if it's a motorcycle, no matter if it's a car, electric car, a freaking damn uh, APC, a boat, fucking UFO. Okay, within this region of Silent Mountain is the limit of the vehicle use. Nowhere else. Once you cross that white line, you must reacquire a vehicle and you must scuttlebutt the vehicle that you was in. So, if I'm a grenader, I'm going to expend all the grenades. If I'm a explosive expert, I'm going to expend all of my explosives. And if I'm carrying in flashbangs or freaking EMPs or whatever, I must expend those. Okay? Sharpshooter can bring in um, flashbang, or no, yeah, flashbang and freaking uh, flashbang and EMP. All right. He cannot upgrade to the MK2 and the MK3. Okay. No. Big no no. All right. So there you have it. The whole object of freaking Force Recon is to clear a whole region. That whole region of the map right there of, say, Silent Mountain or Channels or Seal Island or Liberty or whatever. Everything and anything that's in that area that you can highlight is your objective. No matter if it's the behemoth, no matter if there's a faction mission in there, it does not matter. Everything and anything that's there, to include patrols and everything, must be engaged. Okay. Now I'm going to cover what your character is basically going to look like. The only reason why I have the cross-com jawbreaker on is because I think it's cool looking and everything, so I allow that. That is the only futuristic thing that I will allow in in the uniform. As far as the rest of the uniform, it must not look like the enemy. So let me give you an example. Enemy, 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 enemy. Enemies. Alright? Enemy. 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 So basically, the gist of it, don't come in looking like the enemy. Okay? Yeah, granted, I got the wolf freaking body armor on. That's the only thing I have. Okay? But it looks nowadays military. Okay? The other so-called things, don't come in looking like it. Okay? Don't wear it. Please don't. Because I'm going in with no HUD. And I'm going by recognition of what the person looks like that's on ahead of me. Okay? Because I'm going in with no HUD, there ain't going to be no names displayed above your head. Okay? So if you come in looking like a wolf, you're being put down like a enemy. Okay? So there you go. So these are the rules for the Small Arms Combat Tour Force Recon style. Force Recon Small Arms Combat Tour. Okay? Again, this is a open invitation to anyone who wants to join in on this, to give this a try. Okay? Time of the day will not change. It remains the same. So whatever the time of the day that the game gives you is the time of the day that you will be infilling at. Now, I'm going to cover something about your weapons. Once you pick up a weapon, right, you must go to the suppressor. And you must put on a muzzle that's going to prohibit you from putting on a suppressor. No standardized muzzles, because you can still add a suppressor on there. So now watch. Can't put it on there. So I should not hear anybody unscrewing and rescrewing a freaking suppressor onto your weapon. The only weapon that's going to remain suppressed the whole time is going to be your pistol. That's it. Generally, there's a helicopter over here that will spawn in if you have a garage. When you have the garage off, guess what? There's no helicopter there, no other vehicles there at all, period. So there you go. Hope you enjoy the stream. I'll be right back. So here I am. For right now, I'll be keeping hold of my weapons. I will not freaking set them down yet until somebody joins in with me. And once they do, I'll drop these two weapons I have, which is the TAC 50 and the ACAR. Okay. Now, because I expended those items, I got to turn around and do this. That's going to keep me from putting on MK2s and other shit. Yeah, tell them, give me a second. Yeah, just tell him, give me a second. Right now I'm in the middle of a fight. And I'll invite him.
These are...
Let him know I just sent him an invite to the party chat. Also, let him know that no cussing.
All right, heads up! We're not alone!
Hey, Pete.
Hello, my good man.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good, what about you?
Doing all right. Dude, your voice changed.
Yeah, it tends to do that when you are over the
Getting
age
older?
of, well,
Yeah.
yeah, or at the exact age of 16.
Well, no crap, right? I realize that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm like, it's been that long since the last time I heard you, and dude, your voice is very different now.
Yeah, I feel it though.
Wait until you get to the age of 48.
I still got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that was. It's over now. Something was just here. Keep looking.
After I don't think Mike can hear you through my stream.
He's at.
I don't think you can hear Panther through my stream. That's what I said.
No, I can't.
He said in my chat that I'm getting the Jeremy voice.
Yeah, my sector's empty. Stay sharp and do your job.
No more alert.
All clear here. Ah! Hostile!
This job has cost me damn near everything. I'll do it all over again in a heartbeat. If you got time to sit around, hey.
-6.
All right. Meet me over at Lake Roundabout Bivouac. Okay. Just go ahead and just fast travel there. Don't go into the bivouac yet. All right. So I'm going to use
what?
you as a guinea pig, by the way, because
Yeah, that's fine.
you have not undertake what I'm about to introduce you to. Okay. So let me know when you're here.
You said like roundabout, right?
It's just cross the water. Just go ahead and fast travel to me.
I'm here.
All right. So what role are you wanting to be in Force Recon? You got assault, you got shotgunner, you got grenader, you've got heavy, sharpshooter. Explosive expert is off the table because I'm taking that. Okay.
I understand. You said that the first time I joined those streams.
Yeah. So what role are you wanting to play?
I think I'll take assault since I like using my goblin.
Okay. Got in your hand? Nope.
The 50, yeah.
Can't bring it because assault cannot bring in a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have either an AR or an SMG that you can bring in. Okay. So is your
Only one
goblin?
gun.
Nope.
Oh,
Listen to me. You can bring in either or. Freaking assault rifle or SMG. Nothing else. Are you tracking? You can come in
yes.
with two weapons, but that 50 cal got to go.
Okay.
Uh, unless you want to be sharpshooter.
No, I want to be assault.
Okay. So go ahead and go into bivouac.
Did I pull you in with me? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. I wanted to be in there with you because I'm going to walk you through something as well. Okay.
Do, do, do.
All right. Since we're both here,
I'm listening.
hold on a second. I'm doing something real quick. So basically, whatever S you gotta select SMG and assault. Okay. Now unequip your Coblin.
Oh,
There's a
Coblin's not allowed?
no. I'm gonna get to this. Okay. Because what we're going to be undertaking. The last time you played this, we did phase 1 and phase 2, and phase 3 and phase 4. Correct? Force Recon phases. Remember those?
Yeah, but I don't think I joined like every stream, so I
No,
might have missed a
no,
few.
but I'm gonna introduce you to something that is going to be the custom game mode that I came up with. This is what I'm getting at. So unequip your Goblin. Okay.
That is done.
Okay. All right. Do you just keep the two weapon slots empty? All right. Now on your item wheel, what do you have?
You said empty both of my primary slots?
Both of your primary slots. Yes. I
On
did
my
the same.
item on my item wheel I have 6 slot drones, syringe Mark 1 and Mark 2, DIV lure, C4, and flashbang.
Okay. Anything that is a throwable and plantable, okay? Freaking whatever you have on there, since you're going to be at assault, you can have flashbang. And because we don't have a shotgunner, you can bring in an MK1 EMP, okay? Now, the item that you need to add on there is going to be your binos and freaking breach torch, okay? Flashbangs,
EMPs,
EMP1,
yeah,
Mark
and
1,
blowtorch. Yeah, I equipped my Mark 1 EMPs.
and now your breach torch. Or breach
Yeah,
torch
I have
and
that.
your binos. You have your binos?
That I do not yet. I will
Okay, in place of your
put
binos,
those
you're going
in.
to put in a canteen. Okay? Now, the other slots you're able to swap out, which is your syringes. Okay? Do you have your syringes on there? MK1 and MK2?
You asked if I have my syringes on the item wheel. That I do not.
Are you starting over with a new character?
This character, yes, because I lost all my stuff on my other character, on my other account.
Okay. So, what do you have in the other two slots? Are you able to put like food or the stamina drinks? Put that in there.
I have none of those made. I can make them.
Go ahead and make those and then put those into those two slots. There's a reason for this, okay? Because you're going to be. This is the only bivouac we're going to be given for right now until we clear 3 major bases, okay? Once we clear 3 major bases, we'll be granted a refit reorganization, okay? And at that time, anything you collect off the battlefield, meaning explosives and stuff like that, that is according to your role, which is going to be flashbangs and EMP, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the time frame that you can now put on that onto your item wheel. Get what I'm saying? You have to be inside a bivouac and then go to your item wheel and then apply it. You see what I mean? That's the only time you're able to
Yes.
do that. Okay? So while you're going across the battlefield, you should not be throwing out any kind of explosives at all, period. None. None. There's no use of sync shot drones. There's no use of rockets. No use of laser designator, optical camo, and freaking no personal uses of drones of any sort. No matter if it's offensive or defensive, does not matter, or if it's even freaking personal. There's no use of any drones. Period. Okay. Now, because you're an assault, you cannot pick up anything outside of AR or SMG. Copy?
Copy that.
So if you come across an LMG, guess what? You can't pick it up. You come across a freaking sniper rifle, you can't pick it up. You come across an MGL, you can't pick it up. Okay? Now, because you have an AR, and because we're going in with 2 people, I'm going to allow, once we do that refit reorganization, then you can make a choice of what underbarrel attachment you're going to put onto that weapon. Okay?
Okay.
The AR. Whether it's an AK-47 or the M4 variant that allows a 203, You know what I'm talking about? Then you can apply
Yes.
that. But that's the only thing you can change onto that weapon. Everything else remains the same. The only other thing you're going to change to that weapon at that time when you do pick it up is changing out the muzzle that will prevent you from applying a silencer to that weapon. The only weapon that's going to be silenced is going to be your pistol, and it will remain silenced the whole time. Okay? Now,
Okay.
do you have garages on at the bivouac?
Yes. Would you like me to turn that off?
Turn it off.
Panther wants me to ask you, like, are we gonna play Ghost Recon or what?
Yes, we are. I'm walking Pistol Pete through the rules. Okay. Now, because of this right here, we're only going to be given one freaking bivouac in this region. Well, two. Okay. One here at freaking Lake Roundabout. The other is going to be the one that we normally use for freaking Camp Howard. Okay. Or not Camp Howard, but Howard Airfield. You know the bivouac I'm talking about?
Yes, that I do.
Those are the only two that is authorized in this region. Okay? Garages are hands off here at all bivouacs, and it's hands off there at Air One. We cannot go into Air One. There is no allowance of any kind of crafting of any sort. Period. After this point, when we leave out this bivouac. Okay? Now,
Okay.
I'm going to be the explosive expert, and I am the only one that can bring in the explosives. But there is a bonus. If we clear three major bases, then I can select you to bring in MK1 mines onto your item wheel. Same way as you, when we go to a refit reorganization, if you so heartily desire to freaking upgrade your MK1 to MK2 EMP, you can, and then therefore you can tell me, hey, you can now freaking bring in MK1 because I'm upgrading to MK2. But when you do that, you're going to be the only one that's going to be able to bring in MK1, MK2, MK3. So to get from MK2 to MK3, you have to do the same process over again, which is going to be clearing three major bases and then doing a freaking refit reorganization. And you have to do it as a team. See what I'm saying? Same way if you're going to be applying an underbarrel attachment. Same thing goes. So what I'm going to be coming in with is going to be an AR and an SMG. That is going to be my target to freaking find. Okay. We have two allowances of underbarrel attachments. They can be the underbarrel shotgun or the underbarrel 203 or the variant of that for the AK-47. Okay. So that's if we have a full team, but we don't. We have me and you, so there's only going to be room for one underbarrel attachment for the 203, one underbarrel attachment for the shotgun. So when I pick up an AR 203, not really looking for it, but you're looking for an AR to where you can apply that to that weapon. Okay. Now, I'll be having the binos, and so therefore I'll be spotting a bit, but we don't really have a sharpshooter. So what I'm going to do is that if we come to a base that has a sharpshooter there on station, we can acquire that weapon only at that base at that given time, and it's only at that spot that we killed that sharpshooter. So if he's in a tower, then that is a spot that we have to use that weapon. Okay. After that, we drop it. And the reason why I do this is because if you maintain that weapon and you clear that base and you go away from that tower, your weapon that you had found earlier and then you earned an attachment under it, say for example, now that weapon is going to disappear in this game. You see what I'm saying? So that's the
Yep.
reason why I'm only limited it to right there. Okay? So there we have it. So when we're going to be aggressing into the bases and stuff, right? Going into a door for QC because you got EMPs and flashbangs does not mean you just freaking willy nilly just throw them out. No, you have to communicate before you even throw it. So I acknowledge exactly where you're going to be putting this damn thing. So I don't go in there and get flashbang my damn self, or I have nods on, and next thing you know, I can't use it. Now I'm blind. You see what I mean? So communication is going to be the key. All right. And we're going to be utilizing freaking the terrain to our benefit. Okay. So it's going to be realistic. It's going to be harder. Okay. Especially trying to find, let's say, for instance, if you would have said freaking Grenader, good luck trying to find a freaking MGL, Ass Panther. We went and cleared, what, like 5 bases, Panther, and freaking he could not find an MGL to save his life. He found everything else but the MGL. So I designed this to where you still have the Small Arms Combat Tour, okay, rules aspect, but with an added twist. It's somewhat similar to the survival piece, but with a twist. Now you have to find specific items for you. You know what I mean? To where it gets you to be able to assist the team. You know what I mean? Same way with me. I'm going to be finding stuff that is going to be assisting the team for success, right? So vehicles must be acquired on the battlefield only. And it's only within that region that we're in, which is right now, we're in what?
Sinking country.
It's only limited to sinking country. Once we cross that white line barrier of sinking country, we must scuttlebutt that freaking vehicle, okay? And then reacquire another vehicle. So there you have it. Got any questions?
My only question is, when are we gonna do this?
Now. So our first base we're going to be heading to is going to be heading to Sentinel Land Court base. Okay?
Alright.
Now, everything and anything that's in this region is game. It's going to be destroyed. You hear it, we seek it, and destroy it.
Roger that.
Just so you know where I'm at. Got contact to the left. They're down. You may have a chance to pick up an AR.
And they are.
What one did you get?
The AUG.
Oh boy.
It's sucky, but I just gotta deal with it.
Yep. All right. So we need to swap out the muzzle real quick. Okay. So go to edit at this time. Go to muzzle and apply a muzzle that's not a standard muzzle. That'll prohibit you from putting on a silencer onto that weapon. Got it?
Done and done.
Alright, cool. You on extreme difficulty, right? No gear score?
No gear score. Let me check my difficulty setting.
Alright. I'm holding.
Oh. Fixed.
Okay.
I was on advanced.
Oh, you would use fine with that. Got voices ahead of us.
You see lights left?
Got voices to the right too. Lights right there. Alright, cross the way is clear. We're going to deal with these guys to our right flank.
Popped up, and it was gone before we could get a shot off.
Some ranger you must have been.
Ah, blow me. We looked around for another 20 minutes, then Rourke steps
I
inside.
got Alpha if
Almost
you got
takes his leg
Bravo.
clean off. It was like a goddamn bear
Bravo
trap,
locked.
but like homemade.
Send it.
Enemy forces! Eyes up!
My iron sights were lined up.
Alright, I'm heading across. Keep a watch, both right and left, okay?
Roger that.
Where I'm crossing at. Once I get over here, I'm gonna say I'm set, and then you, at that time, then you can move. All right.
Roger that.
Set. Let me know when you're across.
Set. I hear voices to our right.
To our right. Not hearing anything.
I heard wolves.
I'm pressing forward to the objective. All right, get down. Vehicle. Crossing the road. All right, I'm set. Go ahead and push past me. All right. Stay down low so that the sniper doesn't see you. All right, got eyes on the sniper. He's down.
Roger.
That is fucked up. I hacked it instead of freaking turning it
Disabling
off. Yeah.
That's the plan.
Going in here in this building.
No one's out here. Who would be that dumb anyway?
Do you ever shut up?
What?
Thanks, Panther.
Fall back. Alright. I'm going onto the stairs. Should have a guy in here somewhere. Not seeing one. He must be downstairs.
Contact! Take cover!
Alright. I'm going up to just disarm the freaking mortar tube. At least I can do that right.
Negative movement here. Nothing to report. Copy that.
Sniper down.
Over here.
Alright, we got 4
Roger.
bystanders around the freaking helicopter right across from us.
Transfer. This sucks.
Back is killing me.
Where you at?
Got it.
I'm up here on the roof.
Roger that. I'm on the roof as well.
Roger.
Okay.
Checked in with the sniper and he ain't seen shit either.
Come over to me. Oh, there you are. Alright, you ready? Oh shit. One guy got away. There he is.
Shit! Taking fire! Ready to cover! Whatever that was, I'm gonna go after it.
My bad.
No, you good.
No, the shots I heard. That was me.
We got gunfire nearby. Alright. I know there's hostiles here, and I'm gonna find them. Roger that, let's get them. Someone's here, I'm gonna pull them out. Hostiles in here somewhere. We'll find them. Keep looking. They're out there. We'll find these shits. Damn it, find them. Heads up. They're here.
I'm gonna throw a flash. Never mind.
Flush 'em out.
Can't throw flash.
I know they're
That's an item you gotta acquire.
son of a bitch. He's right there. Search your areas. Find the hostiles. Hey, stay alert. We got company. They're around.
Find them, and I'm gonna bust their ass.
Boom. Let's smoke them.
Shit.
That's hostile. Hostiles nearby. Watch your sectors. We'll find these shits.
There's someone around here, and I'm gonna find them.
About time. Let's move. Shit's here somewhere.
They're out here. We gotta find them.
We're gonna find these shits.
I'll find you, you son of a bitch.
Alright.
Come out, but
Got multiple targets in the back.
need eyes on enemy locations.
Roger that. I'm pushing forward over here.
Alright. All snipers are down, by the way, except for the one in the back.
Roger. You know what? Sure, send me that invite to the CIA Discord.
Alright. I gotta tell you something, okay? Don't bunch up on me, alright? Because if they toss something and I go down, it's gonna take you down. So we need to have spacing between me and you. All right. Like if I'm covering up right here, you should be behind me on this position, covering that area, so that nobody doesn't sneak up onto our 6. You see what I mean? That's giving each other
Roger.
cover. All right.
Roger that.
Pushing forward to this objective. Clear. All right. Now we're going to sweep down towards the control point.
Roger.
And it shouldn't be loud or it shouldn't be red. So we should be able to sneak in there and take out those guys.
I've had stupid jobs before, but this shit.
Nick.
Huh? Oh shit. Huh.
They got one of us! Oh, yeah!
Don't forget to map out your lanes, all right? All clear here. Nothing.
Checkpoint cleared. Pushing back to the back garage area.
Roger.
Stay down low because there is a sniper.
Roger that.
Sniper down.
Roger that.
All right. You can concentrate on that building right here. I'm going to concentrate on this garage and the back building right here. Okay?
Roger.
Let me know when you're set and we'll hit it at once.
Set and ready to engage.
Moving in. In 3, 2,
I got
1,
nothing over here.
now. Garage clear.
We're good. I haven't heard anything from the long
Heading upstairs.
Roger.
Upstairs clear. Coming back down. Coming out the main entrance.
Downstairs of my building is clear. Second story clear.
Alrighty. So now we're going to go over there and acquire that helicopter. We're going to head over to Camp Tiger. Search the building for anything explosive wise, because I'm telling you, we're going to need it eventually. We've been lucky so far. But yeah, when you get the chance, anything you have that's throwable that has like a number of how much of quantity you have, you need to expend those so that you can reacquire those.
Oh, so I should just like throw out some flashbangs I currently have on me.
Yup. And same way with the EMP. You expend the EMP and the flashbangs, and you're going to reacquire those off the battlefield. All right.
Okay. Oh, would you look at that? It just found 2 flashbangs.
Because of where we're going, I'm swapping the 416 for the AK-47. Don't mind if I do. Unequip. And then I'm going to unequip the AK-47 real quick so I can put it in its proper slot. And then I have to do the same thing for the muzzle. Shit. There we go. Alright. Let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Can I remove the sight off this M4?
Nope. It's as is. Do you have Wildlands?
On my laptop, yes.
Oh man. The real test of men right here. Just saying.
This is what separates the boys from the men.
Got incoming.
Mortar!
All right, I'm heading over to the tunnel. See if you can get the generator down. And mind
I'll
you,
see
the
what I can
other,
do.
and mind you, the other rocket gunner is over there too.
Target lost. Need visual confirmation of last known position.
Oh, crap.
All right.
I'm right outside the base where it's quick access from outside to the generator.